You know what? We're gonna call everybody that. We're gonna call this the small burns this week, but they're not gonna be small for long. Tim Twaddle's burn. Start with Debbie. Debbie O'Brien has Adrenaline Rush. I moved Rito Legacy down there. Rito Legacy is not going to race for the stable.ca. I moved her down there simply as a clearinghouse. She's going to stay down there and jog until we sell her this week. Adrenaline Rush, again, he'll be sold after his next start, I would imagine. That was the plan all along, and we are sticking to it. Tim Twaddle's burn. Austral Hanover, Cutie Cumber, and Tailgate Buzz are back jogging now. Two very good trotting colts and a trotting filly we have very, very high hopes for in the near future. So Austral, Cutie Cumber, and Tailgate Buzz are back going. Grace Macho Martini, My Jazz, joins Tim's burn this week, trying to find a spot for My Jazz. She couldn't drop all the way down to the bottom, which she could have, but they just don't allow you to do it. I understand why, but nevertheless, I don't have to agree with it. So, My Jazz went to the Meadows where they did let her drop all the way to the bottom. So hopefully she'll be good this week. Grace, that was my fault the other day. She will win one of these weeks, and I suspect it will be this week. Even out of the 7-hole, I expect her to race well this week. Macho Martini raced great, finished second. He eventually will probably return to Ontario, but we just have a bit of a log jam still right now. Not too worried about getting him back here and have him tripping all over everybody. He's in a good spot at the Meadows. He's racing well. There's no need to move him just yet. He will eventually at some point likely, but not for a bit yet. So that's Tim's burn. Megan has nothing right now. That will change in the new year. Probably send Megan some horses to race at Yonkers or the Meadowlands. I have a couple of horses in mind for her. Stacy's barn got a little bigger this week. Good as Him. Apparently, I'm going to drive Good as Him at the Meadows on Wednesday in the Open. Kings County will race, I suspect, in Dayton in the Open this week. Patrick DePrana, a winner the other day. He'll head back to the Open next week. Sailor, terrible first start for Stacy, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. They'll race him this week somewhere. Dayton, I assume. And Walk on the Moon hasn't been in for a bit, but Stacy said he will be in this week. There was just an issue with the races. He was in between a couple of classes. One didn't fill. They didn't use him in the other one. It was just a bit of a comedy of errors. Hopefully we can get that all squared away for this week. Jim King, yes, has gone to Jim King. He'll race next week. No, the week after for Jim King. Atlas Hanover is there right now racing. Can't wait to see him race again this week. Jim Eaton right now has AC Swan. Alibaba. They'll both be coming to Northfield Park in a week or 10 days, and Per Lucky will be joining them. Where will Per Lucky land? I don't know yet. Likely not going to try and race him too much at Northfield Park. Will it be the Meadows with Tim? That's a possibility. Will it be Dover? Maybe. Dayton? Maybe. We have options with Per Lucky. And I'm not going to commit to anything just yet, but we'll have something a little more concrete for you as we get closer to him qualifying and ready to go. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Everything's done. That wasn't very smart. Everything's done. All your videos are done. Had a great week this week. What an exciting week we had on Monday, and then Cintra racing great. No free lunch, although he didn't get any money. Raced very good on Saturday. J.K. Mickey Mantle with a big win. Just a great week at the track for the stable. The open house at Northfield was fun. Learned what we can and can't do, and we're going to expand on that for our spring open house that we are already going to start planning for. We're going to have 2 this year. 2. We're going to have an open house right here at, hopefully we can do it at Mohawk again. In theory, what I would like to do is reach out to a couple of more trainers like Louis Philippois with his own horses there, maybe Mark Stacy, and say, would you guys like to participate in a conjunctive partnering in an open house for all of us? Because they do have their fraction ownership group at Mark Stacy's, and I'm sure Louis would like to be involved also. So we'll try and have our 20 or 21, 22, whatever we have here, and other people also have an open house at Mohawk, yearling spring open house, if you will, at Mohawk. And then we'll have ours at Northfield, a little bigger there, 45 horses or so over there for Northfield Park. That should be a lot of fun. As I said yesterday, it was a little feeling out process for both areas. A little difficult to do too many things at first line, and that's not the end of the world. It's great for the horses, but the sight lines and everything for humans is not the greatest. So we'll try and get that worked out this spring for Mohawk again. Northfield Park, we want to have one there for sure. Should be a lot of fun. So we had the horses on the track. We had the open house and the Christmas party here at Mohawk that worked out very well. But for me, personally, the best news, the biggest news of the week was Punch the Clock returning. Just so grateful and thankful for her making it through, for the university helping her pull through, and the future looks very bright for her. So with that, it's all done. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you had a great weekend. Take care.